Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Dr. Ruth Anderson here with Enlightened World Network. It's our pleasure to bring you a meditation every day of the year. And today, our meditator is Sheila Cash. We love Sheila here at Enlightened World Network. She's been with us for so many different programs. Sheila, thank you for being here.
It's so good to be with you, Ruth, and also with Enlightened World Network. And I always miss it when I'm not here and loving it when I am here. So really happy to be with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, Sheila, I'm just going to let you get started whenever you're ready.
Okay. Well, we're going to work with the mind and heart coherence today. Most of us have been taught that the heart is constantly responding to orders sent by the brain in the form of the neural signals. But it's not as commonly known that the heart is actually sending more signals to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. And during the times of stress, when we're having negative emotions and any kind of negativity itself, the heart rhythms and the patterns become chaotic. And this really scrambles the signals of the brain as well. So it limits the cognitive function. It limits the ability to remember, to think clearly, and to learn, and even limits our problem solving and our reasoning and our ability to make effective decisions as well. So by practicing and increasing the heart rhythm coherence and sustaining positivity, which we all know is so really very valuable for both the heart, the mind, the wholeness, and we're really talking about coherence today. It really increases so much of our ability to respond. It brings synergy, really amps up your superpowers. It brings back that ability also to perceive. It increases your intuition. It increases your cognition, your ability to problem solve, and also really tones out the hormonal balance, which we all are interested in hormonal balance, I think. So we have always thought of the heart as that source of wisdom and the spiritual insight. And this little brain, because we know that our heart has its own brain now and can think very independently, this really increases our sensory capacities as well. So we're going to go into a journey into the heart, bringing our minds into our hearts and bringing it all together for that increased sentience. And also the messages that our heart will bring us when we listen, when we pay attention. So we will get ready to go ahead and start a guided meditation. I invite everyone, your listeners, to get very comfortable now. Hope you have some pillows behind you. Light a candle if there's one nearby. Let's start with a very slow and patient inhale. And since no one can hear you, you can let out a nice big sigh. And the more audible you are, the more your body perks up and pays attention. We're taking several slow breaths on your own timing. Welcoming the life impulse in on your in-breath. Envision yourself with open arms, as if you were opening the door to an old friend, and really receiving the life impulse and the oxygen, that rejuvenating oxygen, in a relaxed and patient rhythm. Nice and audible on your exhales. You might feel yourself wanting to do a little bit of neck rolls, stretching your shoulders, stretching your chest, letting all of the tension just wash away. And as we get started, you might want to put your hand over your heart just to make that initial connection with this very devoted, sentient organ that rests in the core of your being. And allow your hand and your mind to make that connection with your heart as you continue to let all the cares of the day just rolling right off your shoulders. While we're making this connection, we're going to begin to envision from the top of your crown chakra a waterfall of warm, soothing, divine source energy trickling gently down over your scalp, over your shoulders, your back. Letting it stream from its divine source, warming you with the perfect temperature. Just allow some cleansing of allowing that stream to be flowing all the way through you, down through the soles of your feet, carrying away everything that is not needed in this moment. One more deep breath to release any extraneous thoughts, concerns, allowing all of that to float up and away. Feeling yourself coming to a very peaceful, centered state. Now allow yourself to be aware of your heartbeat. You might be able to feel it in your fingertips. You can put your fingertips to your temple or under your ear or on your wrist. We're going to allow our consciousness to float gently into the heart chakra. Getting comfortable within the heart chakra. Getting comfortable making this connection with your heart itself. And see if you can feel into those rhythmic contractions, the movements that your heart could make as many as 3 billion times on your behalf. And we take a moment to appreciate this. 3 billion times your heart could beat. Realizing what it does and how it supports you. And it's all about you. Feeling into each heartbeat. And if you can't feel it in your fingertips, you can imagine it. We've all heard our heart and felt our heartbeats. We just want to send a vibration of gratitude for each beat that it's making right now. Allow yourself to fill up with appreciation for this life that your heart is bringing. Really touch in, really tune in to that feeling of appreciation, letting that emanate throughout your body, sending a little message of thanks from your mind to your heart, to your body. Let yourself feel your heart open to receiving this appreciation and thanks. So you are both generating and you're also receiving from within yourself, really grounding the sense of oneness and coherence with your mind, with your body, with your heart. And see your heart smiling with appreciation as it receives as well as gives. Let yourself become comfortable with this fine attunement with your heart. We don't normally tune in this deeply in a peaceful way. Allow yourself to feel the nurturing that your heart provides. You can sort of feel yourself nesting within your heart chakra with that warmth, the protection, the hug. It's really giving you a hug with every beat. Begin to feel the healing energy, the purely healing energy that is generated before it gets blocked along the way with thoughts or emotions. And we're going to tune into that pure sense of healing that is generated. Let it emanate all through your body, out to the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes and the tip of your nose. And becoming this healing energy, shape-shifting into this healing vibration. We're going to allow our consciousness to begin to travel throughout the heart, throughout the body. And so embodying this healing energy, we're just going to begin to travel through the 4 chambers of the heart, not having to know exactly where they are, what they look like. We're just moving through with our consciousness. As our consciousness knows, our minds know exactly what's happening in our heart. We don't have to worry about that. Allow your consciousness now to float very effortlessly along from one chamber to the other and leave a trail of healing energy and vitality as you float through your own body, knowing that you're perfectly safe. And feel your mind generating this sense of balance and wholeness and acceptance and healing into your cells as you go along, cleansing and clearing. And as we emanate outward and ripple outward from the energy of the heart, we can begin to float along in that rich river of life that sustains us all, in that phenomena of liquid that flows through your valves and arteries into your lungs, producing oxygen, that life-sustaining liquid that forms a stunning alchemy that makes precisely the right balance of chemistry for your every need. We're riding, taking a journey through your own body's consciousness, all the way out to the tiny capillaries that feed the outermost parts of your physical being. With your consciousness inside your body at this level, begin to be aware of that rhythm that the heart makes. Feel into the rhythm. Let yourself rest comfortably within this rhythm. The rhythm that sets the timing of your heartbeats and generates the electrical impulses. This is the motor of your life. A miracle. All of this happening so that you can carry on and spread your own vibration of love or acceptance, your own way of embracing this world, and for the purpose of seeking your life purpose and finding the meaning in life that makes your heart sing. We're honoring our heart in this moment with the highest positive thought you can bring. And think of a message right now that you want to convey to your heart. Perhaps acknowledging its efforts to give you every opportunity for all the years of your life. Communicate that you are only seeking the best connection with it, that you want to work together with your heart toward health and peace. And feel this message penetrating every cell and restructuring for regeneration and renewal. And as your heart came into being 22 days after your conception, it has been experiencing the epiphany of you, the being that you are right here, right now. And knowing that your heart connects to other human hearts, one heart to another. Let yourself feel this bigger heart, this cosmic heart that we all draw from each other within our species. Feel the heart of humanity now. These levels of the heart bypass linear dimensions. And we truly are connected to all human hearts, to the cosmic heart. Allow yourself to go back in your memory for a moment. Remember a time when your heart fluttered with excitement. Could have been in childhood or as a teenager. It could have been a first crush. See if you can recall that spark in your heart for any reason. A new friend, a new job, a new home, a move or a travel to someplace on the planet that made your heart excited. And let yourself experience that spark again. Let your consciousness go deeply into that spark and let that spread like an ember into a flame. Because we can experience it again. This is one of the incredible superpowers of the heart and mind coherence, is that by recalling it, bringing it back to our consciousness, we give that gift to our hearts, to our bodies again, and we can do it at will, anytime. And see if you can recall a moment of feeling love within your heart. It may have been a pet, as we all have great, great love for our pets. Could have been a friend, it could have been romantic. Just allowing yourself to really sink into that feeling, because this is healing. This is how healing happens. Know that you're one of the luckiest beings in the universe who gets to experience this. We can create these conditions at will. We can see things differently. We can see possibilities. When your heart knows possibilities, it swells with life, because the universe is intricately connected to your heart. It tells you when you're on the right track. It tells you which direction to go into, where the right alignment is. And this is a miracle in the guidance it provides us. And it's right within you, your buddy, on board all the time. Resolve to reach for your heart's deeper intuition. Know that this is truly a guide for you. And this is our hearts and our minds working together. Allow yourself to feel the very best that life has to offer. This is also coherence with the universal impulse. The universe has everything at stake to make life the best it can for you. So feel that universal love, because it is truly personal. And let's take a little journey into another feeling that the heart and the mind bring together, which is compassion. Give yourself the experience for a moment of recalling a moment of compassion, such a rich and warm feeling. Maybe even been a stranger, might have been a friend, a family member. But feel this miraculous feeling that your heart allows you to experience. And a feeling that so richly connects you to another being for whatever reason. Such a blessing. And this is an energy, a mind, heart coherence that bonds us together, that brings healing to us all, brings healing to the planet. This is what is generated from one heart to another. It's what creates peace organizations and global cooperation that brings our universe together. And you get to experience it. To feel into this blessing that is yours. It's inherently yours every day. Let yourself experience contentment and happiness that comes from this peaceful place. And no matter what's happening in our lives, this miraculous coherence allows us to generate these vibrations for any reason, for ourselves, for others, for the planet. And in this moment, let yourself revel, let yourself relish this state of being. Relish this gift. Know that your mind and your heart are actually working very loyally with no judgment of you. Your heart has no judgment. We generate judgment, but your mind, your body doesn't actually have judgment. They're working to carry on, to have your back. And so let us steep in gratitude in this moment. Gratitude, another incredibly rich and healing vibration. Gratitude for our hearts and our minds that do so much for us. Give us the freedom to enjoy our lives if we choose, to create, to commune, to be free, to laugh, to love. Let us steep in this gift today. Let us carry on this day, knowing our hearts like never before, keeping this pathway open to flourish in our lives, giving thanks to the universe for this gift of being here, being able to be a part of life. Thanks to our minds and our hearts for carrying us through this life's journey as one, holding you and hugging you and emanating healing to all those who come into your field. And as we feel the incredible richness of this field, let's take another breath in, receiving life, receiving this gift. And as you breathe in, feel the anchoring of this state. So it doesn't need to go away. We can hold this state. And let yourself easily and effortlessly anchor this state to carry on in the hours ahead, the days ahead, the years ahead in our lives. And so it is.
Sheila, that was brilliant. Thank you. You know, we spend so much time in our meditation out and receiving from divinity and the oneness of creation and humanity. And this time, just being within ourselves was so brilliant. Thank you.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
So, a couple of things came to mind, and one of them was I have sat with at least three that I can think of now loved ones as they passed, and literally watching that last breath. And I remember with my girlfriend in particular, watching right here and having experienced her last breath and then watching that last quiver, that very last, very last moment, and thinking such gratitude to their hearts for carrying them all of those years. And, you know, then thinking about my daughters and my husband and my dear friends, and such gratitude to their hearts. So, not just my own, but to theirs as well.
Yes.
And the other thing that came to mind is that, you know, when people say your body is a temple, it sounds a little trite. We've heard it so many times, but it's so true. And, you know, just looking at your own life today, are you doing anything that's helping your heart or making it harder for your heart to do its daily work of keeping you alive? So, just that level of awareness. What can you do?
Yes, absolutely. I relate to your experience of of your friends and your loved ones' hearts. I had my head on my father's chest during his last heartbeats. It's very profound. And as you say, you know, the body is a temple, and we, you know, it's like we forget that. It's like if we think the universe doesn't have our back, tune into your heart, because every heartbeat is a hug. It is, every single heartbeat is saying, I've got you, I've got you, I've got you. And you can carry on. You can choose to do whatever you know what. The heart doesn't demand that we live one way or another, choose one way. It just says, I'm giving you this and you can do whatever you want. What, I mean, what a gift.
Mhm.
What more could you ask for? It really is a miracle. You
Yes.
know, it really is.
Yeah, it really is. Thank you so much for this. It was really wonderful. Sheila, can you share with us what you are putting out into the world right now? I know you've been working on several things.
Yes, I just finished the Creatrix Convergence Summit, where we talked with women all over the world, nonprofits and others doing work on behalf of women and uplifting women. I have a course on the new feminine genius coming out. And I'm also going to be running another year, another session. It's actually about 6 to 7 months of my super conscious think tank. And if there are any people listening who are interested in this kind of a project where we come together, we really channel the universal impulses around issues that matter the most to to us, to humanity, what is peace and freedom and oneness. But we go beneath all that is known into really parsing into the energy of what does humanity want right now? Where are we wanting to go with it? What can we do with it in the world? It's an incredible experience. We had a phenomenal group this past year, and it is by invitation. I talk with each person just to see if if we're on the same page with it. But I really welcome anyone who is interested in that to contact me, and I can give you more information about it. And you can go to sheilacash.com and / contact dash Sheila. So I would be thrilled to talk with you if you're interested in any of these projects.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Sheila. So much appreciation to you for not only sharing with us, but for everything that you're doing to make a difference in the world. So thank you.
Thank you. And also, Ruth, really to you as well, and to Enlightened World, you are putting out incredible light and healing across the planet, and have been for many, many years. And I thank you as well.
Thank you. So friends, thank you for being here at Enlightened World Network. So much love to each and every one of you. Stay tuned here at Enlightened World. There's always something new coming up. So take good care and God bless. We'll see you soon.